Welcome to the Musings of Jessica Marie. Some things are so bad, you just can't look away. It's like watching a plane crash and being completely stuck in place from shock. Some movies and shows are like that, and as much as you want to just completely erase it from your mind, something has you hooked so well that you have to see it through. One of the series that has lived rent-free in my mind as of late is Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. Now, the series as a whole has received mixed reviews. Actually, most of the reviews by critics have been less than favorable, but for some strange reason, my husband and I are heavy into the storyline. If you didn't know, it's streaming on Netflix and has 2 seasons so far. The most recent drop hit the platform in September 2025, and the second part of Season 2 is expected to be released in early 2026. Season 1 Part 1 spent 4 weeks in Netflix's top 10 and reached number 1 in 28 countries during its second week. The series debuted as Netflix's 4th most watched title after amassing 5.6 million views within its first 4 days of release. In the second week, it rose even more after hitting 8.7 million views. The whole premise of the show is about Kimmy, a young woman who is exploited, overcoming her circumstances and taking over the very wealthy but very dysfunctional Bellary family. There are numerous different storylines to follow, and none of them have been wrapped up in the least. It feels like every time a character makes some progress in one area, the show throws a whole other set of monkey wrenches to muddy the waters even more. I truly cannot explain why the series has me so enraptured. The acting, in certain instances, is nothing short of subpar, and the fighting scenes could have used a couple more stunt doubles. Also, the green screen is very evident in some scenes, while there are a few questionable parts to the plot. There's a lot of debauchery, and it's definitely an explicit show, but I can't front like I don't want to see how things are going to play out. Almost everyone in the show except for the Bellary family is exploited by Jules and his network of dirty cops, enforcers, and workers. Despite their wealth, greed and hatred consume most of the Bellarys, and they always end up fighting over the stipulations in their late father's will. Some of the family, like Norman and Roy, are even directly entwined with the illegal schemes that get uncovered. Every episode is full of twists and turns, ranging from people getting unalived to tackling a major lawsuit looming on the horizon, and even a taboo love affair that threatens to tear the family apart. Honestly, I couldn't write the plot even if I tried. Some of the ideas are so outlandish, like when Norman killed off his judge friend for snitching to whores. There's no way you're not getting caught and going to jail for that. The production definitely gives Tubi movie, but it's easy to get pulled into the shenanigans because of how quickly everything moves. Roy got pushed out of a window, Kimmy and Horace got married, and Mallory figured out Barney and Charles were together, all within their respective episodes. There really was no drawing the big revelations out across multiple episodes, which made you want to know what happened next. There were a couple of iconic moments that had me giggling, despite the feigned seriousness of the episode. That whole arc of Norman trying to find who hit his late wife on the private road was pure comedy. Every time he came on screen yelling about that woman, I almost lost it. Then, the whole tirade Kimmy went on to find Sylvie in the middle of season 1 had me shook. She was not playing with those folks about her sister. In fact, she had a one-track mind and almost fumbled her whole bag had Angel not talked some sense into her during a vital turning point. And we cannot forget about Miss Mallory. She read Roy for filth during every single scene. She was so rude, but skillfully mastered the art of being nice nasty. Her true colors started to come out when Kimmy introduced herself and proposed a new way out of their financial woes. Despite being married into the family, she was just as cold, heartless, and conniving as the rest of them. Seeing Kimmy evolve from a certified stripper to a COO and wife was a crazy turn of events. I just knew that Rain was going to die from her botched BBL, that Angel was going to get murked after he got out of jail, and that Horace was going to die. But turns out, none of that has actually happened. Maybe the holistic treatment will work and Horace will come back to finish season 2 with a vengeance, or maybe we'll just get to see Kimmy fully take over the company instead. I know one thing though, my husband and I will be tuned in when part 2 drops in 2026. Best believe we're impatiently waiting to see what foolery will come next. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Signed, Jessica Marie.